Hello, insiders. I am shooting this news flash from a hotel. And it's actually 6 in the morning, so I don't want to be too loud for out of respect to the other guests in the hotel. But I did want to do a quick news flash to make sure everybody knows the latest at YouTube for creators. So let's get right to it. First thing is an update on YouTube Studio. We've been hearing that a lot of people want to see the click-through rate in the Snapshot Card that is on the dashboard, and so we're going to be working on that very soon, and once we roll it out to you, you'll be able to see your click-through rate usually around 3 hours after you upload to make sure that it's looking good, or if you need to make any improvements to your headline or thumbnail, then you'll know within a few hours. So keep an eye out for that. We're also working on improvements to the icons in that Snapshot Card. There'll be like little check marks, and they'll be either green or gray to kind of indicate if things are like looking good, or if they're just like a little bit underperforming, or if they're doing fantastic. And then you can even hover over it to get a little bit more insight and information about that. So as an example for CTR, click-through rate, it may be low-ish, but that could be because we're promoting it to a lot of people. So it's kind of a little bit more nuanced than just looking at the numbers. So hopefully you guys will find that useful, and we're excited to roll it out soon. As part of those new icons, we'll be removing the percentage change because we felt that that kind of cluttered up the card and made it harder to digest very quickly. But let us know in the comments what you think of the new design as soon as you get it. Another studio update coming very soon is we previously launched notification metrics at the channel level in YouTube Studio Analytics, and we're now going to be rolling it out at the video level. So you'll be able to see for each video. So you'll be able to see with each video what percent of notifications were sent to Belled subscribers, and what was their click-through rate as well. So that'll be giving you more insight into how your content is resonating with your subscribers who have bells turned on. Next, a friendly public service announcement. We notified about 10% of all creators last week that the general access to Classic Studio will be going away in a few weeks. So this is another step in the direction of complete deprecation of general access to Classic. The majority of all creators are using YouTube Studio exclusively. However, there's a small percentage of creators who are still going to Classic very, very often. And what we've noticed in looking at the data is many of these creators have not gone to YouTube Studio and really tried it out for a long, long time. So we made almost 50 improvements in the last 6 to 9 months to YouTube Studio. Some of them I just mentioned. So if you have been kind of resisting giving it a try, try it again. I know maybe a year ago was a little rough around the edges, but it has come a way long way. Next, we've noticed there have been some increase in the number of yellow icons, the sort of limited monetization status for videos. We are looking into it. If you see that, please appeal if you believe that the video does meet our brand-friendly guidelines. Also know that a general best practice is to publish a video as unlisted and let it run for a few hours, and then if you don't get the yellow icon and you're good to go, then you can flip it to public. That works most of the time. Still, sometimes it might be a green icon, and then when you flip it to public, as we get more data from viewers, we may decide that it's actually more appropriate to be yellow. So it's not foolproof, but it is a best practice for a lot of our creators who are in the YouTube Partner Program. And next, Todd from the Search and Discovery team put together a great playlist of videos from other creators talking about the YouTube algorithm and how to get more promotion and succeed on YouTube. So it's called Todd's Picks. There will be a link below. So check out that playlist, and hopefully that advice will be very useful to you. Next, we're updating our guidelines to reflect the coronavirus outbreak as a sensitive event, and as such, all videos focused on this topic will be demonetized until further notice. Next, we improved our policy documentation to be a lot more specific with a lot more examples for Adsense guidelines, specifically the guidelines around reused content or repetitious content. So check out that new Help Center article. We also added a section explaining what our review team checks when reviewing a channel. And we actually have a video coming up on this soon. If you don't want to read the article, we'll try and summarize it for you in an upcoming Creator Insider video. That's it for this week. Hope it was useful. In the meantime, keep it real. All right, still there? Last week's movie was not a movie, it was a TV series, and only one person guessed it, which is surprising because I think it's one of the most popular series around. And the series is Gold Rush. So check it out if you haven't. It's one of my favorite shows. And the first person to guess it was Simply Beth. So congratulations, Simply Beth. And for this week, I have a 90s movie. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? No. Tell them, Vincent. A Royale with cheese. A Royale with cheese. You know why they call it that? Because of the metric system. Check out the big brain on bread. All right, if you know what movie that's from, put it in the comments below and we'll be sure to give you a shout out if you were the first one to guess it correctly in the next Newsflash. Keep it real.